My name is Ben. I haven't always been known by that name. I was born a female called Katie in 1984. So I'm going to tell you a bit about my life and how I got to be the man that you see in front of you today. It all started when I was 4, when I started to feel strange wearing dresses or skirts. But at that time I didn't know why. At school I had anxiety because the teachers would separate us into girls and boys lines. I would try to avoid using the toilet at school because I knew I didn't belong in the female toilet. When I was 19, I left school and went to college where I met Pat, who is also transgender, and she told me it would be okay to be myself. So I asked my friends to call me Ben just at break times and use Katie in the classroom. After college I moved into a care home at Derby. The staff didn't understand. They thought I was going through a phase and wouldn't let me and it wouldn't and it wouldn't last. Even small things like having my hair cut short, they didn't let me do without my mum's permission. After talking to my physio about how I felt, she gave me the confidence to move out to somewhere that was accepting of my needs. In January 2008, I moved into the care home I live in today. When I first started transitioning, I had a female wardrobe and a male wardrobe, and I'd choose on a daily basis whether I wanted female clothes or male clothes. My advocate helped me to find an LGBT support group which was aimed at young people, when I first started attending the group, I thought I may be gay, but realised there was a lot more to it. The group leader and the manager of the home went with me to my GP. After a lot of persuasion, my GP referred me to the gender clinic. After this, I had lots of appointments and counselling sessions talking about my feelings, how long had I felt like this, why I felt like this, felt like this way. I was finally diagnosed with gender dysphoria. Gender dysphoria is a condition where a person experiences discomfort or distress because there's a mismatch between biological sex and gender. Identity, also known as gender identity disorder, GID. During a transgender appointment, I was told about binders. I decided to buy one. This was always fun. It was a struggle to get on due to my cerebral palsy, but once on I felt better in myself. It made the contour of my body look how it was supposed to look. The gender clinic requires you to be in your preferred gender role for 2 or 3 years. After this, I started on testosterone, known as T. I now celebrate this date as my birthday. I have now been on testosterone for 5 years. I decided to have chest surgery. I booked the appointment by myself due to my eagerness. My home manager was shocked when I told her I'd called them and I had a date for surgery. I wasn't expecting them to sort an appointment out for the consultation and pre-op all on the same day. I was even more surprised when they gave me a date for the operation. The clinic was in Brighton, and I went there with 2 carers. I 2 weeks later, I returned for the operation. I was so excited. We stayed overnight. The staff stayed in the same hospital as me, so that they were close by. I went home the next morning. The journey home was uncomfortable, and I felt every bump. My recovery at home went really well. I wore a binder which the staff had to change daily and clean. I wasn't allowed a shower for 2 weeks. I travelled back to Brighton the 2 weeks later to get the staples out and have the reveal. This was the this was a major milestone in my journey. When the doctor removed my binder and bandages, I felt complete. Here I am standing 2 weeks later after my surgery. I am really lucky to have such supportive family who have always been there for me and supported my decisions. I have gained much confidence in myself, which is one of the reasons I decided to create my own YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. If anyone If anyone has a question, leave a comment in the box below. Bye.